Okay, good afternoon class. Today we are discuss about one material that I think all of you can be excited to this material for today. Are you ready? So the material is about acrostic poem. Acrostic poem is one of the type poem. Before we discuss more about that, I want to all of you see the picture in the next slide. Okay, do you know what animal is this and what words that come to your mind first? You can give your opinion. Maybe Febri.
Yes, ma'am. That picture is owl, and the word that comes in my mind after I see that picture is wings and also oak tree and out at night.
Yeah, it can so. Do you think this is one right? Because we can assemble Putri from something samples that around us like in the picture on the slide. From the sentence that you mentioned can be collected into a Putri relating to our materials for today. Next slide. So who wants to read this poem? Maybe Desintha.
Alright, ma'am, so I will read the poem. Pills of candy under the bed make for a delicious snack. People know it's been Halloween because no one is out without candy.
Okay, good. Next, we see the next slide. Okay, next slide is the definition of poem. Before we going to learn about acrostic poem, we all must know before about the definition of poem. Next slide. Sayuti 2017 in page 40 argues poetry is an art that has a lot of aspects such as expression, rhymes, rhythms, figurative language, and imaginative. Next slide is specific types of poem. The specific types of poem like ABC, acrostic, ballad, ballade, blank verse, bio, burlesque, cinquain, classicism, and concrete. Next slide is the acrostic poem. So, what an acrostic poem is? According to Hess 2016, acrostic poem is one of a poem that can be formed in several letters that is usually formed from the first letter. Next slide. The characteristic of acrostic poem. The first letter for each line should be capitalized, easy to write, the word usually spelled vertically down. It can be a long or a short poem. Next slide. Maybe some of you can see the difference of left and right poem and find the them of poem. Maybe Niken.
Yes, ma'am. I think the right one is shorter than the left one is shorter than the right one.
Okay, you're right, Niken. So the left poem by Matthew have a short word. The poem can categorize to a short poem, but the right poem have a long word, so it can be categorized to a long poem. And the two poem is have similarities, and in the characteristic of the acrostic poem is the word usually spelled vertically down, and the theme of the poem can you see the first word every line the poem, and can you see the theme is Halloween. Okay, next slide. I give you unordered poems. Can you assemble them into a sequence across the poem and guess the animal which is also the theme of this poem? Maybe Alit or maybe Febri.
Yes, ma'am. In my opinion, this acrostic poem is describe an animal called tiger. And the sequence is the first line must be the third line in which they have terrifying teeth. And then if you go near them, they might bite. And then gigantic paws with sharp claws. And then entertaining animals. And the last one is really dangerous animals.
Okay, you're right, Febri. Thank you. And the next slide is teamwork time. So in this teamwork sheet, I divide you into two groups and complete the acrostic poem of this spider column. Fill out with the sentence in the box by the spider sheet, but you keep carefully and fill in according to the color of letters, like the letters S have red color, P is purple color, I color yellow, D brown color, E green color, and R blue color, S color dark purple. You may finish in 20 minutes from now with the groups. Next slide is the conclusion. Acrostic poem is one of a poem that can be formed in several letters that usually form from the first letter. Have characteristic, the first letter for each line should be capitalized, easy to write, the word usually spelled vertically down. It can be a long or a short poem. Last, I give you a homework. You can write the errand of homework or just screenshot this slide and collect it in next week. Okay, that's all material about acrostic poem. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.